Alright, welcome to a weekend morning video. I got some really good news. So this is going to be a video in my Real Python book reading series. Sorry, so my Python for DevOps book reading series where I do a diversion. I'm doing a Real Python um, diversion. Oh, let me change up my audio here. Testing, testing. Okay, my audio should be a lot better now. So I found the problem, and I did it without having to do a diversion into learning databases in depth. So I'm gonna explain what the problem is here. So the problem, we can see the error message in the worker.py file. It's trying to insert this payload into this table here that doesn't exist. So what I try to do is find every instance of this results to see like if it's specifying a table somewhere, table name somewhere, and I found it. So if you go to the templates folder to index dot or to the models.py, you can see here table name equals results. So I think all I have to do to get this to work is change this to be the table name that I'm actually using. But before I do that, my revision control delta, the amount of changes I made before committing them, got pretty out of control. So I want to try to fix that. I made a number of things that should have been in their own commit. Um, One of them was I changed this. I removed that replace statement. That should have been a part of its own commit. I changed the database URL. That should have been in its own commit. And then yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Since I'm using this IDE, um, I can go look at the actual changes I made to each of the files. So here's the other thing. This requirements .txt um, should have been in its own commit as well. So we're gonna open up files that are just new files aren't saved so that we have these changes. Then we're going to roll back all of the changes, and then we're going to add back the changes I want and push those up because the reason I've got to do this kind of workaround um, things is because I made a lot of changes to my app.py file in order to try to troubleshoot this. And if I just revert back all my changes, I've got these kind of sloppy, uncommitted changes that are going to revert as well. Good example of that is in the config.py file. We'll see I'll add that replace statement back in. Definitely don't want to do that. So so yeah, let's take care of that. So that's kind of a lesson learned, hopefully, something I've been constantly saying on this channel. When you do source control, you want to take it commit by commit. Anything you do that you want to persist in the future, commit it now, get it up there. Don't just leave it hanging. Otherwise, you'll get into troubleshooting and you'll want to revert all the changes you made for troubleshooting. But if you do that, you'll also revert the changes you made for issues you solved when you troubleshooted when you did your troubleshooting. So anything you found out for good and you want to keep it as soon as you can possibly keep it. Don't put it off later until you've kind of finished your train of thought. If it's there, captured, ready to go, capture it. Okay, so I'm going to do git add, git reset, hard. Um, okay, so now all of those go away. Um, so I'm going to paste over the env file now with what I saved here. And we should see the database name is going to change. There we go. And I don't need to save the file that I had before. I don't even need to save this either. This, I believe, was the config.py file. Yep, exactly. So we're going to see the replace statements be taken away. That's the only change. Yep. Don't save. Okay, and then the requirements.txt file, we see have all the specific requirements there for specific versions. So we're pasting that over, and we're just using, um, we're just allowing it to install whatever version it happens to install. Okay, so now we can do a git status. There we go. We've got our stuff showing up here. Git add, git commit -m. Um, and we'll say uh, we'll call them tshoot session uh, progress. We'll just call it that. That's a horrible message, but I think it'll be fine for now. Okay, we're going to push this to origin. If I do a git remote -v, you can see origin is my GitHub, my personal GitHub. So we're going to push it to that, to the master branch. We're not doing any branches because this is just a simple tutorial here. All right, so we've got that good to go. Next step is going to be to change the name of the database. And then we're going to test that. And if that is good, that solves the problem, we'll push it up to GitHub. So it's in the models.py. You can see our table name is results. So we're going to try changing that to GNS3, and hopefully we'll have a better time. Ah! Okay, but you can see now we've got a little bit better results here. We've got this, yeah, so it's actually trying to add it to the database. It looks like we've got this problem back now, can't adapt type dict, which I'm not sure what that is all about. I remember seeing that before, and I think I was able to get past it somehow. I can't remember how. But we do have it referring to the correct database now, which is important. Okay, so line 92. Oh, okay. This is good news too, because we can see we got past the Java's finished part. We're just having a problem here. on line 92. Okay, so this is a programming error. So let's see what kind of help they have for programming errors. Here we go. What? So you can get an error either because your table doesn't exist or because it does exist. Okay, so syntax error, wrong number of parentheses. Okay. So it's still just, huh. Huh. Okay, so let's, oh, right. Yeah, okay, it's probably here. Let's try this. Sorry. Sometimes I just think about things and have to laugh because I think about something funny. Let's see here. So, uh, oh my God, what a nightmare. Okay. Um, all right, let me just log into my database and try. Um, well, that's not going to work. Oh, this is such a nightmare. Okay, let me try one of my favorite troubleshooting things to do. We're going to remove the try except statement and see exactly which line it fails and get just the generic error. And we can actually leave it indented the same way it was. Um, I think we'll try it. Oh no. Oh no, we can't. Oh, it's like extra leggy today for some reason. Okay, so here we go. We've got line 60 is the problem now. Oh, okay. I still have that JSONify in there, so I'm going to take that out again. Okay, let's try it again. And I'll clear out the terminal. Oops. Oh, that's interesting. Undefined table. Huh, okay. Okay, so I mean, I thought the table existed, but apparently it does not. So I think I just need to create a table. I think I'm missing the table. That's interesting. All right. Okay, so backslash DT. Okay, so what the hell? It says I have a table right there named GNS3. It says I have a table. Maybe it's a table space. It says I have a table right here. It says I have a table named table, I think. Do I need a... I'm so confused. Okay, well, we can see obviously that did not work, just changing the table name that I wanted my results to go into. Um, for some reason, it's not able to see the GNS3 table name either. Um, I wonder if maybe I'm having a case sensitivity problem. No, this was named. All right, I'm gonna have to pause it and come back. I might have to stop this too. I'm really disappointed. I thought I found the issue, just that this table name variable was incorrect, but obviously that is not what the issue was, unfortunately. Oh man, I had I had high hopes for that, and everything came to an end. Yeah, I think this database URL might be wrong as well. I think that's what my problem is. These two files here. Oh, and they're not. Uh, how do I? How do I open two files at once? Oh, okay. Oh, I see. If you click on a file, it replaces it, but if you middle click on a file, it opens it in its own tab. Okay. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna pause it. I'll be back shortly. Okay, I'm back from my break. Let's dive into this a little bit more here. Might not go much longer. Might have to cap it at a half hour because I'm just not really getting anywhere. So I think the most kind of interesting variables are these variables here because this is the URL of our database. These are our results, and then okay, so let's see here. So result db.model. So from app imports db. Let's look at app, and then we're going to look at db. Um, okay, here we go. So db equals alchemy. Oh, an app. App equals flask underscore name. Aha, here we go. So app.config from object OS environ app settings. So here's our OS environ. Oop. Yeah, so if I cat out the .env, here we go, app settings. So we've got config dot staging config. So I wonder if this has to change. Okay, let's try printing out a few variables here. So we're going to try printing db, and then we'll try printing app. And my battery's low on my headphones, so I might have to switch over. Let me just switch over right now. Okay, so I'm switched over to another microphone. Apologize, the audio is probably not as good, but I gotta get these headphones charged, and I still want to do a video. I don't want to just pause everything while it's charging. So we're gonna do this. db db, and then app. Perfect. Okay, so let's see, and I want to put like an identifier to make it easier to find. There we go. Okay, and I'm thinking it'll print out here. Okay, yeah. So, aha, perfect. So we've already got, um, uh, so we've got some information here. We can see our SQL Alchemy engine is here. And then, okay. Now I thought there was, let me see here. So let me try defining because this is going to be a class. So let's do Python import OS, and then we'll do a type OS. So this is a module. Let's do let's do this. Now that's a function. Okay. Now it's a module. You know what? I'm thinking I can actually get these variables loaded into a command prompt like this. So let's go ahead and use IPython instead, and then we'll see if I can load all of this in here. There we go, perfect. Okay, so now we got, if we print db, we've got the same thing we saw before it. We've got our engine, and now I can print app, and we can see if I do a type on app. Okay, so now we can get help on this. So it's an object. Everything's an object in Python though, so that doesn't really tell us that much. Oh man, I'm really confused. So I think maybe I can do a dir on app. Yeah, and now I get all the methods I can use on app, I believe. So I can do app dot something dot env. Let's try that. And let's try view functions. Okay. Here's a good one too. We'll try URL defaults. Because I just want to see like what's being loaded in here. I'd like to see, I wonder if there's a .config to see the configuration it's loaded up with, even though it's all there. There it is, okay. Perfect, okay. Yeah, this is what I want to see, because if there's anything wrong with accessing the database or there being a missing table, I think changing this config file could resolve that issue. I'm also curious just what comes out of app.cli. Okay. So yeah, let's take this here and put that in a file, app.config. So it's really cool. You can just do, oh shoot, what was it? Like, shoot. Oh, I forget how to do it. Let me look that up. Yeah, I think I can do save and then give it a file name. So we're going to do %save and then we'll call it app settings, and then it'll be that. It's neither a string or a macro. Okay, so we'll save it as a string like this. There we go. Now we should have another oh, there it is. I don't know why it's not showing up here. Maybe it needs to be refreshed. If I click away and click back, it'll come up. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, so now this is just a regular Python dictionary. So I should be able to like format it. Perfect. Okay. Well, I don't have to get it 100% clean because I can clean it up after I paste it into the file like that. There we go. Okay, so now we've got all of the app database configuration settings. So we should be able to see now if it's like, or at least be able to like trace it to determine why it can't access the database. Oh, I want to do a must include. Oh, I don't need the, I don't really like that though. There we go. Yeah, it'd be nice if I could view my database in a browser somehow. I mean, if it's a valid URL, I should be able to put it into a browser, right? That's all a browser does, is it pulls up resources, whether on your own computer or whether on somebody else's computer. Oh, you know what? I think it's starting to click for me. This page is really useful. So this is going to be my database name GNS3, localhost, and then the port I think is going to be, what is it, 6379? So it's going to be database name at host. I think it's 6379. I'm not sure. Still wasn't understood. Okay, so it looks like I'm Firefox just doesn't understand this first part, this PostGRE SQL part. So let's see if there's software where I can get like an add-on for Firefox, or if there's like extra PostGRE SQL software that can allow it to be displayed in a browser. So while this is searching, I'll pull up Firefox again, and I'll go to extensions. So web developer down here. Oh, actually no. Let's go to add-ons. Okay, and then we're going to go down to extensions. Or actually, we can just search. I don't know what. Okay, these are recommendations. Um, so we'll try searching for extensions. If that doesn't work, we'll look for plugins. Okay, so we've got some add-ons here. We found 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Um, yeah, it looks like a lot of these are just for documentation. This one looks interesting. Wonder what this will do. I don't know what that'll do. Okay, let's search for a plugin next. Okay, so we get the same results. Host green team. Docs redirect. Oh, this is kind of good. Basically, anytime you go to an out-of-date documentation page, it'll automatically take you to the current version. Okay, I don't know what this means. I gotta take another quick break. I'll be back soon. Okay, welcome back. I can put some more time into this. I was cooking something, so now I've got to wait for the thing I was cooking to cool before eating it. But anyways, oh, what is this? This is a video codec. No, that's not gonna work. I need a extension so that I can test out this. I test out this URL to make sure whether it's valid or not. I need some way of validating this URL. So let's try this. We're gonna do how to validate a post GRE. Yeah, this is what gets me too. It's like, why are there... So here are all the examples of valid PostgreSQL URLs, but I only see 2 slashes. I don't know why there are 3. I mean, I guess I could try that. Nothing. Okay, let me try just changing the URL in the actual environment variable. I think that might be good. Let's see here. Oh, that's interesting that like these aren't installed. I would think that some of these would be installed. Maybe I don't have version 10. Okay. Yeah, I wonder if I just need to install one of these here. Because I thought I had it installed, but we can see it's not installed. So it's not in alphabetical order. I'm not sure what's... But I should be able to see everything I have installed here. Nothing. Okay, well, shoot. All right, let's try this. Okay, so we're going to try changing this database URL. I'm not sure why 3 slashes were given in the tutorial. We're going to try it like this. Okay, so we're going to only have 2 forward slashes. Then we're going to specify the database is in our local host, and the database is named GNS3. Then we're also going to have a table name, and this is where it gets a little tricky because I don't think we have a table named GNS3. Oh, it's going to be in the models.py file. Yeah, so I don't think we have but I thought it was going to create the table. Like if we go to the app.py, we can see the command is add. So I thought it was going to add a table, like it was going to make a new table. So it can be named whatever we want to name it. It just has to be able to connect to a valid database. And I think the reason it wasn't working is the URL I gave it wasn't valid. Okay, so let's try that. Well, we'll try changing this back to results. I don't think it matters. Okay, so we're going to try this. And I'm going to get rid of all of these so that that environment variable is loaded up properly. Get rid of all of them. Yep, even this. Here we go. Open it up again. Yep, now it's opening things back. It gives me a warning because it was the first time. Yes, I want to allow it. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so we're trying this again, but this time with a different URL to the database. Oh, okay. So this looks better now, but we just didn't supply it with a password. So I guess I'm not sure how to do that. I'm not even sure what the password is. I think it's GNS3 is the password. So let's try to find out. We just had a documentation that I think was definitely more than adequate. So if I can just pull that up again in my history. I don't know if I can do that. Oh, here it is. Yeah, it's in my highlights. Okay. So now, oh. Okay, so. Oh, here we go. So now I can do question mark user equals GNS password equals password. So let's try this. or password equals, I believe I'm just using GNS3. So it should look like this. Yep, localhost, and then my database is going to be GNS3. Username is going to be GNS3. My password is going to be GNS3. Okay. All right, and likewise, we're going to have to load in those variables. So we'll get rid of all of the terminals. Then it'll give us a yes/no prompt for running this new file. We're going to choose yes. All right, and we need 3 more terminals. Oh. Okay, well, it's already running. That's okay. Okay, so that's not the password, username and password. Yeah, so I need to validate this somehow. And I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to validate a URL. All I can do is just give what they give me, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Oh, you know what? Oh, where's password? let's try that. Oh my god. Okay. Oh. So, okay, that failed. Alright. Okay, I want web mode only, so I'll just install this second one. Oh, actually I can install just this single one and then I get both. There's no reason to just install one and not have both, so I'll get both. And of course it doesn't work because nothing works for any reason at all. Even the computer I'm running for this, I wish I could, I guess I could lift it up and show it, but it's literally like splitting in half. Okay, yeah, nothing is ever working because things working are impossible. It's impossible for anything to ever work at any time ever. Like all the technology we use every day, it doesn't work. We just get used to using it in its broken, defective state. I can't even update my my apt. Oh, why is this taking so long? Okay, this is really frustrating. All right, I think this is gonna be. Oh, okay. I don't know what happened there. Hopefully, this will go now. No installation. Okay. Well, so much for that. Okay. All right. Well, let's try this one. Okay. Well, I guess I could have done it. Huh. Well, so much for that. Okay, you know what? I think that's going to be the end of this video. I'm in kind of a good spot troubleshooting. I know what the problem is now. I think it's that this URL just isn't valid. So I need to figure out if it has 2 forward slashes, if it has 3 forward slashes, if I need to give it kind of the equivalent of an IP address, or if I can just feed it the name of the database. If the name of the database is the same as the name of the table, different as the name of the table, if my code is creating a table or just accessing a table that has already been created somehow. These are all unanswered questions that I need to figure out before I can get this to work. All right, so I'll probably spend a little bit of time off camera on this still, but that's it for this video. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.